One of the biggest impediments you will constantly face in your life is not your family, your career, money, or even your health. It's something you have been putting away for years and hid it under the carpet. Do you want to have a guess what that is? It's knowing who you are. Most have a career, make money, have a family, but have no idea of who they are as a person and are just living life without questioning anything. I was living that life where I did what I was told to do. I studied electronic and electrical engineering and achieved a first-class honors. I worked at an investment bank. I didn't question it and followed protocol. But the problem is I didn't feel fulfilled. I felt more lost than ever in who I was and who I wanted to become. This is when I started to question everything. In the end, I made the decision to leave the corporate world and embark on a journey of starting an education company in teaching mathematics. It was one of the most liberating and fulfilling decisions I made for my life. So in this video, I'll be sharing 3 powerful life lessons on how you become more dangerous the moment you know who you are, and how I use this in my own personal journey to achieve freedom and fulfillment, and how you can too. The first lesson I learned is you will start cutting out toxic friends. When I decided to leave the corporate world, I remember sharing this to my friends. I was pretty excited to leave this world and embark on a new journey. Something new, something daring, something in the unknown. I knew that drastic changes in my life needed to be made, or else I would be a sitting duck. When I told about the move I was making, I was laughed at, told I'm making the worst decision and I'm going to ruin my life. It was definitely not the reception I was expecting. I tried to explain to them why I made this move and how it would eventually work, but they were having none of it and believed it will come to nothing. That's when I realized that these are friends that didn't really have my back when it mattered. Instead, they were bringing me down, bringing the vision down, no support whatsoever. Even though I tried to explain to them and was patient, it was still I making the big mistake. It got to the stage where I had to make a decision. I either keep them in my life and constantly hear this negativity from them, or I cut them and move on. I made the decision of cutting them from my life. Now, to a lot of people, this might seem very harsh and horrible, but I will explain to you why I did not see it that way. To me, it wasn't a difficult decision. You see, I knew this is what I wanted to do deep inside. It was so plain to see that this move I was making made sense to me, even if it did not to others. In a way, I understood this. The vision and dreams were within me, not them, so I did not expect them to understand it. But at least I thought there would be some sort of support, even if they can't see the vision. But there was none. I posed a question to myself: would I be able to reach the vision with people constantly bringing me down in this journey? The journey was going to be treacherous in and of itself. Did I need that extra negativity in my life that will create self-doubt in my most vulnerable moments? Absolutely not. This was my path, my journey, and I was willing to do anything and everything to make it work. Me cutting these people out of my life will allow the right people to enter my life. The ones who understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. The ones who will support me through thick and thin no matter what, and will be a rock throughout my journey. These people did come in my life and I'm very grateful for them. Looking back at this, I do not regret what I did. In that time, in that moment, in that period, I had to do what I needed to do in order for me to go to the next level. If I still kept those people in my circle, it would have been very difficult for me to progress. The people you surround yourself with is extremely important for your well-being and the person you want to become. If you have friends that are not there when you need them in your most vulnerable moments, why do you still have them in your life? What benefit are they bringing to your day-to-day life? A genuine friend is not someone who's with you only during the good times. It's someone who's with you when you are going through tough, difficult, challenging periods in your life, when you are suffering and are at your most vulnerable. They are there like a rock supporting you. They don't like seeing you like this. They want you to do well, so they will bring you back up so you can still keep moving in the right direction. That's a true friend. You need to ask yourself this question: do you have that type of friend in your life? If not, then you know what to do. The second lesson I learned is you will become more disciplined. Let me tell you something, I am normally a disciplined individual, but the moment I decided I was going to embark on this journey of creating this maths academy, my discipline increased tenfold. In my heart of my heart, I knew this was something I was going to give my time, effort, and sacrifice for. I was not about to let anything or anyone get in my way. I would be calling, sending emails every day to institutions to try and get a foot in the door, even offering my services for free so they can see if I was a good fit for them or not. I would drive to them one by one so I can see them face to face and see if I'm able to get a meeting with the head. I printed over 1,000 flyers and would be going door to door putting it through people's letterbox. I was doing all this whilst only having 2 students I was working with. I did everything I can and stayed committed to it. My actions spoke more than my words, and my actions came from my discipline. Because I could see the vision and I knew this will eventually work, no matter how difficult things got, no matter how little progress I was seeing, I was still disciplined and kept kept going. Of course, there were self-doubts, questioning myself whether this will work or not, but I kept pushing those thoughts out and moved forward. In the end, the students I was teaching got A stars, which is a top grade that you can get, and they started to recommend me to other students. Parents then started to spread to other parents of who I was through word of mouth, and eventually I had to get a bigger space to accommodate more and more students that wanted to join the academy. This is not for me to brag or to be arrogant. This is to show you that discipline and staying committed at what you do will eventually get you the results if you are patient enough. You'll be surprised at how much you are willing to go through if you know this is the path for you. You'll be willing to go through the difficult, challenging obstacles and the suffering that comes with it because you know it's your calling. You know it's coming from within you. Can you see how you are becoming more dangerous? People will not be able to compete with you. They are not willing to go through what you are willing to go through to achieve the result. That makes you very dangerous in the marketplace. Most people these days want instant results, and if they don't see results instantly, they will give up and move on to something else. This is why they never get anywhere in life. They keep changing routes when the going gets tough. This is not what you are going to do. You must tough it out. You must go through the difficult, challenging periods that will come in your journey. If you are on the right path, your discipline will come naturally. It will be intrinsic. You will not need to seek it from anyone else. It will come from within you. You will just do it. As you stay consistent and committed to your journey, you will start to see things opening up to you. New opportunities coming your way. People talking about you in a good light, your reputation building up. The most important aspect of it all is when things do go well for you, you will feel a sense of true fulfillment within you. Do you know why? Because you know how much hardships you had to go through to achieve this. The hardships is what makes it more fulfilling. And trust me, when you get that feeling, you will feel more at peace within yourself. The third lesson I learned is you will cut out the BS. When you know who you are and the person you want to become, you can quickly spot and cut out the BS in your life. This could be in the form of people, your bad habits that you were doing, the things you consume and watch, your diet, the way you look after yourself. Everything is connected. When I knew the path I had to go on, I could not be living the way I was living to achieve the goals I wanted. I had to completely change myself and bring in new values and principles that aligned to the person I wanted to become. This meant cutting out a lot of BS in my life. The things I was consuming, the people I was listening to, the friends I had to cut all of it. They were not bringing any sort of value or progression towards what I wanted to achieve. It felt like a complete change in identity, but it was a change I needed. For you to be the person you want to be, you must conduct yourself on a day-to-day basis as if you are already that person. Think about it. How can you become that person if you don't do the habits that will make you that person? I had to adhere my routines and habits to the goals I wanted to achieve. A lot of people say they don't recognize me, that I have changed. They were a bit taken aback, but to me, I look at it as a great compliment. When you keep reinventing yourself, people are not able to recognize you because you keep leveling up. That is a true sign of growth. When you are on your path, you will come across people or circumstances that will try and wreck you, but you will be able to spot this instantly because your instincts will tell you to ignore this and stay focused on your goals. When you know yourself, you don't need to answer to people's judgments or what they think about you. As long as you bring value and you are fulfilled within you, then it doesn't matter what people say or think about you. In the end, when all the doors are shut, you are the one that's going to be living with your thoughts. No one else is going to come and help you. As long as you are at peace when you look at yourself in the mirror, then you are in a very good place because nothing or no one can derail you. Everything starts from zero. When are you going to start? Peace.